Okay. And said thanks.
This is for daddy.
Despite how exciting and action-packed 82-game NBA season might be, we tend to remember the touching moments the most. Fans can relate to athletes more deeply when they're given a human face, and many of these players are in the league for the love of the sport and the fans, putting aside the money, endorsement deals, and opulent lifestyles. That's become clear because of visual experiences like the ones we're about to have. The NBA has gained support thanks to positive recollections of players like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and Kevin Garnett, among numerous others. After considering all of this, let's look at 10 of the most touching on-court incidents in history. Number 1. Greg Popovich talks to Craig Sager. Greg Popovich, the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs, enjoys tormenting the sideline press. He's a Bill Belichick-caliber media troll. However, Pop departed from his usual persona when he met longtime TNT pundit Craig Sager, who had returned to the sidelines following a fight with cancer. The sincere, humorous, and insightful discussion between the seasoned head coach and the sideline reporter made you love the sport for reasons other than basketball. Greg Popovich had a unique relationship with Craig Sager, the legendary broadcaster who passed away at 65 following a long battle with cancer. Before the Spurs game against the Suns, Popovich only mentioned Sager and what a unique individual he was. As we all reflect on someone truly remarkable and one of a kind, Popovich added, quote, "I guess on a day like this, basketball has to take a back seat." Whether or not you know Craig personally, you couldn't help but have the impression that he was unique in many respects. And he was right about that. Number 2. Zach Randolph gives a fan his shirt. The NBA is filled with wonderful things. You see instances like the one depicted above on any given night, and it makes you grin. Zach Randolph, a forward with the Memphis Grizzlies who lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder, went above and beyond to make a fan's night. Randolph spotted a young admirer in the crowd from his bench seat. The 6'9" famous athlete eagerly consented after realizing how much he wanted his clothing. Zach Randolph, in an amazing manner, displayed class before a game versus Oklahoma City. While offering a high five to a young admirer, Randolph got an unusual request. The fan wanted his warm-up clothing. Without any hesitation, the Grizzlies player removed his shirt and gave it to the young supporter. Randolph exhibited class, decency, and a willingness to uphold the rights of others, even in a losing endeavor.
Okay. And said thanks.
Number 3. Kevin Garnett's Anything is Possible moment. Before the 2007-2008 NBA Finals, Kevin Garnett had it all. Except for the coveted championship, he had everything. The Los Angeles Lakers were defeated by the Boston Celtics in Game 7 of the NBA Finals in 2007-08. After years of dominating the power forward position, Garnett finally understood that he would eventually hoist the Larry O'Brien championship trophy above his head. When Garnett yelled, "Anything is possible," to the world, feelings were running high. But that's what we adore. That kind of friendly, sincere action gives the beloved game a feeling of realism.
It's possible. Anything's possible!
Number 4. Maurice Cheeks helped sing the national anthem. Understandably, nerves could get in the way when trying to sing the national anthem in front of a large crowd in an arena. During the 2003 NBA playoffs, former Portland Trail Blazers head coach Maurice Cheeks witnessed this personally. However, he took action and assisted the young woman rather than remaining in the background and watching her struggle through the remaining verses of the song. Due to its emotional tone, what happened next is possibly the best national anthem in NBA history. 15 years have passed, yet the Mavericks Trail Blazers playoff series on April 25, 2003 is still remembered online and is considered by casual fans to be the pinnacle of Cheeks' career. Natalie Gilbert, 13, was scheduled to perform the national anthem before Game 3 because the Mavs had won the first 2 games and were on the Blazers' home court. Gilbert completed the song's first 20 seconds, "What so proudly hailed." Then, as she frantically struggled to remember the phrases, she fumbled over the words, buried her head in the microphone, and started glancing about. A 13-year-old child got lost in front of thousands of people. The Blazers coach, Cheeks, then came up from her right. He gave her the sentence, "Twilight's last gleaming," and put his arm around Gilbert as he said, Come on, come on. Gilbert regained her voice and continued to warble the rest of the anthem. Cheeks asked the audience to participate by singing while circling his hand in the manner of Leonard Bernstein. When the song was finished, Cheeks hugged Gilbert and received one of the greatest anthem ovations in sporting history from the audience. Number 5. Michael Jordan's Father's Day moment. The passing of Michael Jordan's father affected the former great player for the Chicago Bulls deeply. Even in the 1990s, he briefly gave up playing basketball to play professional baseball. MJ had a goal in mind when he returned to the sport that had made him famous. When Jordan and the Bulls won their 4th NBA championship on Father's Day, capping the historic 1995-96 season, everything came to a head. Jordan frequently displayed his feelings on his sleeves. Fans were thus able to look into his soul when the final buzzer sounded. I can't even put it into words. I know he's watching. To my wife and kids, my mother, brother, and sister, this is for Daddy. Michael Jordan also spoke about where this accomplishment ranks for him, as he believes that this win is right up there for him alongside becoming a father.
My wife, to my kids, to my mother, my brothers and sisters, this is for Daddy.
Number 6. John Wall's emotional interview. Nobody will ever forget John Wall's tearful post-game interview after learning that the young girl he befriended, Maya Telemac Nelson, had passed away from cancer. It displayed Wall's heart and demonstrated his understanding that life is more important than basketball. It makes you love the Washington Wizards guard even more to see one of your NBA favorites so involved in the community.
She really touched your heart, didn't she?
Number 7. Willis Reed returns to play in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Hollywood blockbusters are made of Willis Reed coming back from a terrible torn muscle to help the New York Knicks win the 1970 NBA Finals. It won't meet the criteria for your ideal heartwarming moment. However, Reed's outstanding backing of his club during Game 7 helped give one of basketball's most dependable teams a name and a sense of identity. The staff at NBA.com provided us with a written account of every element of this famous story. That tale is essential reading for any basketball purist or Knicks supporter. Number 8. LeBron James takes a selfie. Don't be misled by this slide's title. What makes this sport wonderful and exemplifies why King James is a fixture of the NBA is LeBron James snapping a photo with a group of ardent NBA fans. James is perhaps the best player in the world, so imagine being seated courtside when he reaches for your phone to snap a photo. That will go viral on social media. There's no doubt that none of those young Cavaliers fans will ever forget what transpired that evening. Number 9. Kobe Bryant's final All-Star game. The 2015-2016 NBA season has focused on saying goodbye to Kobe Bryant. The troubles of the Los Angeles Lakers haven't diminished the majesty of the Black Mamba. Bryant receives respect everywhere he goes, but the All-Star Game was the most touching event we've witnessed about this legend's career. Bryant's farewell appearance was capped off with his friends' support. There will never be another player like him, whether you're a Bryant supporter, a Lakers fan, or neither. Number 10. Magic Johnson comes out of retirement. The Los Angeles Lakers' heart and soul was Magic Johnson. Throughout the 1980s, he contributed to the Showtime Lakers' 5 NBA championships. The Lakers lost their brightest star when he left the team in 1991 due to his HIV diagnosis, a choice he now regrets, according to Bill Plaschke of the Los Angeles Times. Johnson shocked the NBA world by coming out of retirement 5 years later. It didn't matter that he participated in 32 games. This experience was about having the fortitude to keep going in the face of unfathomable obstacles. Even though Magic just played a few minutes in a Lakers jersey, it was touching to see him on the court. That's a wrap. What do you think of these emotional NBA moments? Do you think there is another heartwarming moment in the history of the NBA similar to this? Then let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. For more videos like this, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.